Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ready? 18, Gator.
Come on.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Hey, high 7. 55.
Minshew throwing on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. With it is Jackson.
Tonight, right lane.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's get
it. 180.
Watch 85. And here we go. Watch the pass.
To throw is Goff. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but now it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
22, Mike 22.
5. 2 for 1.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got 180.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
On first and 10, Goff. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Shit.
Super 66.
Check. Slam.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. Check 82. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check it out.
You won.
He's coming. We got double up.
It's hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Hot. 180.
Play action. It's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go again. Mike 22.
3rd and long. It's gone. He completes this to Sutton. We're scoreless after 1. pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth.
Three down. Out. Check three.
4 now.
He's checking. Crap.
Hey, 76. 76.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Leo.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Marquise Lee. Out of bounds just short of midfield.
On the double.
Smooth. Come on now. 55, Mike, 55. Oh, you get on. Come on.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
22, Mike 22. Watch the backer. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the curl.
A shotgun snap for gone. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's crashed.
go. Go, Brown. Brown. Brown.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Mike,
Go. Mike 20. 12.
Check 9, check 9. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Shift, shift. Sponge, sponge.
Greystone, travel.
Undercrush, undercrush.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw here out to Brown. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Cut. 180.
Go, go, go. Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
To throw on second down is gone. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Goff. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Watch the
After the interception, here's Goff. It's caught by Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Back. Shell.
Safety's creeping.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down.
Tight end right. You got three down. Mike 55. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Goff. Buying time to his left. And this one complete to Smith. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
17.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen.
Ric Flair.
Check 3.
Hey, Delta.
Check 37. Bang.
Hey, Shell.
You.
Louis. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Rip right. Switch.
Hold on. Check. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 99. No. Off.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Kill.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert flare. Flare. Safe.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Go, 12, let's go.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Back to throw. Goff. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Lucky. Kill. Check your hot read.
4 down. Listen.
Goff now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Fournette. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Super one, super one. Hey, lift, 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 lift.
From the 31, Goff. They will find Davis. That's complete. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, go tonight. 120. Louis.
On first down, it's Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Obama.
He's not going to get me. Check three.
Another run by Lindsay. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Push him back.
Ric Flair. Dula. Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Maverick roll.
Jumper. Rush in. Rush 6-6. Bullet high. Check 24. Check 24.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
DC.
Wide. Get wide. Hey, switch gears.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That's it, baby.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 23.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Outside, let's get off the field. Shift.
Value three.
Check nickel.
Topper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man. It's Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst-case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
12, 12, 12, 12.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Three down. Hey, get him, you got it.
Chester.
Now it's gone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Michael Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Titans 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Go. Go.
On 4th down, Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, echo.
Check 55
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, high 7.
55, Mike, 55.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Go.
We got 4. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Bravo.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike 29. Big stop.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Here we go tonight. Like 20.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game,